and I'm joined today by a new first officer, Scott Sunderland. Scott, welcome aboard. What are you up to at the moment?
Well, we just flew over from Adelaide with all the World Tour teams, men's and women's, here on the flight with you as captain and with Jetstar. It's fantastic, great service. And yeah, we're here in Geelong for the Cadel Evans Grosvenor Road Race this weekend, 26th and 27th, and very exciting World Tour event, the biggest it can be in the cycling world, and yeah, we're very excited.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little bit about where the event goes and you know who attends these events?
Well, it's part of the World Tour circuit, so that's the highest we can go in sanctioning. And yeah, we've got all the best teams in the world here, both on the men's and women's. The race is based in around Geelong, so we go out along the Great Ocean Road, make a really big loop, then we come back into Geelong where we do laps around the city using the old World Championship circuit from 2010. So it's a bit of a legacy event to the World Championships, but more importantly to Cadel Evans himself. He's been a great ambassador for cycling, had amazing results in his career, and yeah, I mean, the only Australian Tour de France winner, first Australian Tour de France winner, the only one, also the only world champion that Australia's produced. So yeah, great legacy for Cadel as well.
Wonderful. Now, speaking of champions, I used to watch you when I was a boy, and you're no shy cyclist yourself. Now, I just wanted to send a message out there to the kids who are getting involved in sport. Now, if I can cast your mind back to when you were 13, what would you now, after having been an Australian cycling legend and passionate about sport, what would you tell your 13-year-old self now after you had your cycling pro career?
I think patience is a virtue, definitely. Hard work I was able to do, but I think being smart about my approach to it. I think most importantly is finding a very good coach or mentor. I think through the years I had a lot of different people who helped me, and they were key. And be open to new things. I think cycling today and sport in general, there's so much more information available. So I think definitely get the right good support group around you. You really need a good support group, and like I say, a good mentor and coach.
Wonderful, thank you. Now, and for the adults, the everyday mums and dads who are trying to get fit, you know, cycling is a wonderful sport. Have you got a tip for them to help them get going?
I think if you're looking at getting into cycling in the beginning, there's a lot of good coaching out there. There's some even stuff that you can find online, but just trying to set yourself small goals and do goals per week and then goals per month, and then you can sort of say, okay, this year I want to achieve X or Y or Z. And then just find yourself a good group of people to ride with. I mean, you've got some great clubs out there. Some clubs are doing some amazing things with families, but also with individuals and adults. And just find a good training group. So, I mean, cycling is very social. So you can do it on your own. You can do it in pairs or big groups and coffee shops.
Coffees, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, and you can go anywhere with the bikes. And there's amazing routes and rides you can do. And come to events like the Cadel Evans Grosvenor Road Race. We have a sportive ride where we have up to 4,000 people riding. Wow. We have a family ride where mums and dads with young children. So just go to events like ours, and you know, that's where you can really get the cornerstones of what you want to do in cycling and be part of the group and part of the culture.
Wonderful, thank you, Scott. Now, I know you need to get off to the race and go and get everyone organised, but I've got a little presentation to make for you and Felipe. Now, Scott, I've interviewed many successful athletes over the years, and I always leave them with the same present. So on behalf of the guys, they wanted to give you these, and there's no greater prize than 2 water bottles from the JQ Triathlon team. So if I can give you those there and say thank you very much for your time.
You never have enough water bottles.
And look, we look forward to seeing you again on board another time. And yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you again next year.
Thank you very much.
Again?
Yeah, well, we hope so. Hopefully I'll get to ride this time.
That'd be great.
Thank you very much for your time, Scott.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Good job.